All right, let's begin. Let me change this. All right, let's begin. Let's start with sitting up straight. Hands on your knees, back straight. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and start to inhale and exhale. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Gently bring your hands together. Start rubbing them together and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face and with a few blinks, open your eyes. We'll start with neck rotations. Inhale as your head goes back and exhale as it comes forward. Let's go in the other direction. Inhale as your head goes back and exhale as it comes forward. Now inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Inhale, look up. And exhale, look down. Once again, inhale, look up. Exhale, look down. Come to the center and let's look from side to side. And once again, come to the center and ear to shoulder. Stop the practice. Interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. And then release the arms. Right hand on left knee and twist back. Chest open, shoulders pushed back. Now come back. Again, interlock your fingers together. Extend the arms up and slightly back. Then release the arms, left hand on right knee and twist back. And come back. Now place your hands flat on the floor in front of you. Walk forward, place the forehead, nose or chin on the floor. Slowly walk your arms back. Place both hands on either side of the right leg and then walk forward. And slowly walk back and then place both hands on either side of the left knee and then walk forward. And walk back. Now place the hand flat on the floor next to you. Reach out with the other hand, look up. Then bring the hands down, other hand up and out. And come back. Now extend both legs wide apart. Place both hands on the floor and walk forward. Try to push the knees down. It's more important to keep the knees down than it is to be able to come far on the floor. Slowly walk back. Now both hands on either side of the right leg and then walk forward. And come back, same thing on the left side. And come back. Now bend your left leg at the knee. Take the left hand up and out to the side. and come up. Now right hand on the left knee and twist back. And come back. Now left leg out, right leg in. Take the right hand up and out to the side. And come back. Now left hand on the right knee and twist back. And come back. Now place your hands on the floor, knees on the floor. Come on all fours. And let's start with the tiger breathing. Inhale, push your belly button to the floor, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Inhale, look up. Exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Once again, inhale, look up. And exhale, push your chin into your chest, curve your back, pull the tailbone in. Come back to your base position, start your wrist stretches. So you're going to turn the hands around until they face you, and then turn them back. So just several times. Good. Now stop with both hands facing you. Start to rock back and forth. And side to side. And then come back, bring the hands back to their original positions, toes on the floor, and lift your knees up. Try to get the abdomen as close to the thighs as you can. And you're going to straighten one leg, then the other leg. Gently walking in place. And then straighten both legs. Roll the thighs in, push the tailbone up. Stay here. Focus on pressing the hands down and widening the back. Now take the legs distance of the mat apart. Both legs distance of the mat apart, and you're lifting the heels up. Lift the heels up off of the floor. And now from here, come into your upward facing dog. Yeah, just a little upward facing dog. Don't worry about making it absolutely perfect. Now go back into your downward dog. And upward facing dog. Downward dog. Just getting the spine warmed up here. And upward facing dog. Good. And then downward dog again. Now bring your hands slightly closer to each other. Now take the right leg on the outside of the right hand. Left knee on the floor. Look over your right shoulder at your left ankle. Now go back into your downward dog. Bring the left leg forward on the outside of the left hand. Right knee on the floor. Look over your left shoulder at your right ankle. And go back. Now right leg forward, in between both hands. Left knee on the floor. Push the hips down, rock from side to side. Ranjita, keep the back toes on the floor. Now plant your hands into the floor, fingertips into the floor. As you extend the leg back. Yes. And then come forward again. And go back. So now several times, just come forward and go back. You're opening the hip, but you're also mobilizing the spine. Good. Now come forward. And now lift the upper body up. Take the hands up. Clasp your fingers together and extend back. Anjaneya asana. Extend the arms back. Just a little bit, not too much. Just so that you feel that openness on the chest and on the sides. Good. Bring the hands down. Now take the right leg back and bring the left leg forward. Right knee on the floor. Push the hips down, rock from side to side. Now push the heel into the floor and extend the leg back. And then come forward. So now you're going to do this several times. You're going to come forward and go back. Then come forward and go back. And then come forward again. And again, lift your hands up and extend them back. Widening the chest. Extending the shoulders forward so that the arms can go back. Good. Now bring the hands down. Now bring the other leg forward and stay here. Arms dangling, top of the head facing the floor. And now slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll yourself up to a standing position. Good. Just once here, clasp your hands behind your back, roll the shoulders back, lift the sternum up as you pull the shoulders down. Do not push the hips forward, keep the hips stable. It's just the upper body that you're opening up. Push the hands down, reach down with the hands. You can even bring the chin closer to the chest to stretch that upper body, the back of the spine, the back of your shoulders. Good. Release. Now let's start with the Surya Namaskars, hands in the Namaskar Mudra, and we'll do the regular Surya Namaskars first. And let's begin. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Last one. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Right leg back, left leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Right leg forward, left leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Exhale, bend forward. Left leg back, right leg back, knees, chest, chin down. Bhujangasana, Parvatasana. Left leg forward, right leg forward. Inhale all the way up and back. Now Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Utkatasana. Exhale, bend forward. Place your abdomen on the thighs. Straighten the legs. Look forward. Jump or step back into your Chaturanga. Lower yourself down and push yourself up into upward facing dog. Then downward facing dog. Stay here. Lengthen the back. Lengthen the back because we're going to be using a lot of the back today. So press the hands into the floor. Draw the shoulder blades away. Widen the back. Allow the tailbone to stretch back. Now bring the right leg forward in between the hands. Warrior one. Push the upper body back for warrior one. So there's a small curve on the upper back when you do this posture. Hands down. Right leg back. Sink down. Lift yourself up into your upward facing dog. Then downward facing dog. Lengthen the back. Every time you curve the back backwards, Try and lengthen it also. Give the spine a break. Now bring the left leg forward in between the hands. Take the arms up. Again, lift the sternum up as you lengthen the arms back. Back knee tight. Hands down. Take the leg back. Come all the way down and push yourself up into upward facing dog and then go back into downward facing dog. Press the hands down. Stay here. Feel a lightness in the stomach. Feel a lightness between the shoulder blades. Now look forward, step or jump forward into your Uttanasana. Take your hands up, Utkatasana. Inhale, take the hands up and exhale back. Second one. Inhale, take your hands all the way up. Come into your Utkatasana. Exhale, bend forward, straighten the legs, look forward, jump or step back into your Chaturanga. Chaturanga Ranjita, not downward dog, yeah. Then you come down and lift yourself up into upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Stay, lengthen. Now, inhale, bring the right leg forward in between your hands. Extend the arms up. Push the chest up. Lift it up. Arms are going back. Now, hands down. Right leg back. Go down into Chaturanga, upward facing dog. And then downward facing dog. Stay. Lengthen the spine. Push your feet, your fingertips, your toes into the floor. And feel how that impacts the back of the legs. Now left leg forward in between the hands. Both hands up. Lift up. Push the hips forward as you extend the upper body back. Hands down. Leg back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Stay here. Stay. Draw the shoulder blades away from each other. Knees are tight. Find stability in this posture. So if you're doing small movements, micro movements while you're in downward dog, if you continue to adjust, then you never find stability. Now look forward and step or jump forward into your Uttanasana. Bend your knees, Utkatasana. This is also a small back bend. So keep the chest lifted. And inhale, come up, hands down. Last one. Inhale, take your hands all the way up, Utkatasana. Exhale, bend forward, straighten the legs, look forward, jump or step back into your downward dog, into your Chaturanga. Come all the way down, then lift up into your upward facing dog. Then go back into your downward facing dog. Stay. Press the hands into the floor. Push the tailbone back. Roll the thighs in. All these small movements make a huge difference. What we usually just keep doing is trying to get the head closer to the floor, but that's not important. Now inhale, bring the right leg forward in between the hands. Extend the arms up, lift the chest up, reach up, sink down more than you've done till now. Okay, hands down, take the leg back, come all the way down, lift up into your upward facing dog, go back into your downward facing dog. Stay. Find that stability. Breathe. Breathe through the nose. Now bring the left leg forward in between the hands. Lift the arms up. Sink down. Back knee absolutely straight. Sink down as much as you can. Lift up. Yes, feel how much the hips have already stretched. Good. Hands down. Take the leg back. Come all the way down into Chaturanga, upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Stay. Breathe. Keep exhaling. Good. Look forward and step or jump forward into your Uttanasana. Bend your knees. Take your hands up into Utkatasana. Hands up and down. Good. Have a sip of water and go into your child's pose. Relax. Relax. Okay, now come up. Everyone has a belt or a stole or something. Yes, and then go ahead and loop it so that it is shoulder width distance. So you're going to make a loop on the belt, which is shoulder width distance. Yeah, so you're going to actually tie it so that it doesn't come apart. Yes. Now, insert your hands inside the belt behind your back. Yeah. Okay. And the belt should be closer to the wrist, not above your elbows, but closer to the wrist. Yeah. Like between your elbows and your wrist, something like that. Now, roll the hands outward. Roll the hands out. Okay? So, I should see the palms right now. So, and it is an external rotation. Mrs. Rishi, that's internal rotation. Roll them outward, the other way. Yes, yeah. Let me just check this. Nidhi, you also, yeah. Satya, you also, external rotation, outwards, outward. Yeah, they just say you also, other way, rotate the other way. If your arms are turning out away from the chest, that's external rotation. If your upper arms are turning into the chest, that's internal rotation. So rotate the shoulders out. And see, actually let's see the difference, okay? Rotate them out, what happens to the chest? Rotate them in, what is happening to the chest? Rotate the arms inwards. Nidhi, do the other way. Rotate the arms in now. Now see, we have to study the difference. What happens to your shoulders when there is an external rotation? What happens to the shoulders when there is an internal rotation? Okay, now get the arms in external rotation. Okay, pull out against the belt. So now your shoulders are engaged. When you pull out against the belt, your shoulders are engaged, particularly if you have them in external rotation. Now, take your legs the distance of the mat apart. And then bend forward and allow the arms to come up as far up as they can come. Your arms are still externally rotated. As you come forward, it becomes more and more difficult to externally rotate your arms, but stay there. Try, keep trying. Nandita, bring your chest forward, not just the face. Rotate, everybody rotate outward. If you have tight and stiff shoulders, this may be painful, but this is required. Good. Come up. Come up. Release the belt and just see the kind of difference there is. Yeah, just the difference that exists now. There's a lightness on your upper body. Okay, now undo the belt. So make the belt long. Make the belt really long. So I'm today focusing a lot on the shoulders and where your neck connects with the shoulders and the thoracic spine, because we never look at that when we do back bends. Okay, now you're going to hold the belt like this. So my palms are facing up, okay, and my belt is resting on my palms, right? Okay, now I'm going to take this belt behind my back, okay, and this time my palms are facing forward. So I'm holding the belt, but my palms are facing forward. Yeah. Now you're still holding the belt with the arms, the palms facing forward, but you're extending the arms out until the arms are like straight. The shoulders, elbows, and wrists are in one line, and you make it tight. Make the belt tight. So you're actually using some effort, some arm strength to keep that belt absolutely tight. It's not a relaxed belt, it's a tight belt. So you have to like really use your arms. And if you look at me from the side, I'm not way back, okay? I am kind of like in like a straight line. Yeah. Now take the right hand, so you bring the left hand down, take the right hand up. Lift the right hand far up and keep pulling down with this left hand. So you're creating a force within the body, right? So the right hand is pulling this belt up, but the left hand is pulling it down. Notice what happens to your right shoulder when you do this, the right shoulder blade when you do this. There's a change. Now do the same thing on the other side. We're waking up. You're just waking up the shoulder blades. Again, the other way. And back. Yes, good. Okay, release. Take your left hand, place it behind the hand like you would for Gomukhasana. In fact, we are doing the Gomukhasana. So you take the right hand also and take it back. And for those of you who are unable to hold, use your belts. Yeah, yes. So if you turn around, good. I can see you then if you turn around. Good. Yes. All right. Very nice. Yes. Walk the right hand further and further down, almost as though you want the right elbow to be behind your right head, behind your head. Good, Satya. Yes. Good, Monica. Keep pushing that right elbow back. Back. Yes. And when you push it back, then again it's the shoulder blade that you're impacting. Again, it's the armpit that you're impacting. Good. Release. Release and loosen the arms. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So now take the right hand, and careful with the right hand because it's very stiff. So you're going to take the right hand and take it back. Yeah, and get comfortable with that right hand going up. And if you feel that it comes up really easily, then take it further up. And then take the left hand up and hold both hands behind your back or use your belt. Keep looking straight ahead. Yes, this is intense on the right shoulder because the right shoulder is always very stiff. It's very strong, but it's also very stiff. Focus your attention on the left arm. Push that left arm back. Try to get the left elbow behind the head. If you're unable to hold both hands together, use your belt. The belt gives you something to grip so that the arms are tighter, so that the arms can come closer. It gives you guidance. Stay. The longer you hold, the easier it becomes. Good. Okay, release. Release. Good. Okay, now go back to your belt and make that loop again. The shoulder width loop. And keep noticing, now there's a lightness on the shoulders, particularly the right shoulder which was hurting so much. Now there's a lightness there. There's like a relaxation there because you have more blood flowing, you have a lot more movements, the muscles have opened up. Okay, good. Now it's shoulder width distance, okay? Now, you're going to place the belt around, again, the same location between your elbows and your wrists. And you're going to take the arms up. My feet will be about hip-width distance apart, slightly pointed out. And I'm pulling out. First, it's just Urdhva Hastasana. So initially, it's just hands lifting up and pushing out on the belt. Because again, when you, okay, let's try this. Now, do not push out on the belt. Just lift up. Lift the arms up. See what happens. Where is it impacting, like what's happening in the body. Then start to push the hands out. Arms out on the belt. And immediately something changes. Like a lot more muscles come into play. Okay? The shoulders also widen. Now, you're going to keep your footing firm on the floor as you start to reach back. Keep pulling out on the belt and reach back. Do not hinge on the lower back. If you start to feel that your lower back is getting this intense kind of bend and pain, then come up again. But otherwise, if you're able to lengthen the spine backwards, then go ahead and reach as far back as you can. Up and back, up and back. Satya, can you turn to the side so I can see your side? Push the hips forward, Satya. Push the hips forward. More. Okay, good. Come up. Come up. Who has a block? Everybody has a block here? Yeah? Get your blocks. Get one block. You just need one. Now, come into your Chatushpadasana. We have stretched the upper back. Okay? So now we're working on like the lower back. If you don't have a belt, if you don't have a block, you can do Chatushpadasana without the block. Okay, which is also fine. So, lie down. Lift your hips up. Place the tailbone on top of that block. And roll the shoulders down. Yeah, roll the shoulders down means like underneath you, shoulders under you, so that the chest gets more of a lift and you're reaching down with your hands. Yes, we're just getting the hip used to bending forward because that seems to be a limitation. We just want that hip to bend forward. Rishi, bring your legs closer to you. No, closer to you. So walk them back. Everybody relax your legs. Relax the legs. Those of you who don't have a block, you continue to like come down and then lift up again. Come down and lift again in Chatushpadasana. Now everybody, whether you have a block or not, everybody hold your ankles. Reach down, hold your ankles. Whether you have a block or not, if you're on a block, your heels might come up off of the floor. That's fine. Good. Release. Release. And sink down. Sink down. Okay. Now, turn around and stand up. And okay, everybody seems to have a wall around them. Okay. Now, you need to do your camel posture against the wall. Okay. So take your mat closer to the wall, and it's just like a little bit of a bend. It's not like the full camel. We're just using the wall just to get used to bending back. Yeah. So that if you need to fold your mat because your knees might hurt, go ahead and fold the mat. Those of you who feel that your knees are hurting, you can fold the mat. Okay. Now come closer to the wall. Okay, so that your abdomen and your hips touch the wall. So you're really close to the wall. Feet are wider apart. Okay, widen the feet. Knees can be about hip width distance. Knees are hip width, yeah. Good. Now, place your thumbs on the tailbone. Yes. Fingers are pointing out. Thumbs are on the tailbone. Now, push your abdomen into your wall and push the chest away from the wall. Push the chest away. Keep pushing your abdomen, your hip into the wall as you push the chest away. Lift the sternum up. All 10 toes pushed into the floor. Good. Come up. Come up. Sink down into your Vajrasana. Sit in your Vajrasana. Awareness on your tailbone. There should be no pain there. In fact, there should be a sense of release on the tailbone. If you feel that the tailbone is stressed, then you have to separate the knees even further. Separate the knees, separate the feet. Once again, come up. Once again, thumbs on your tailbone and push the hips into the wall as you push your shoulders and your chest away from the wall. Yes, use your hands to push the hips forward, to push the flesh of the buttocks down as you push the hips forward. And come up and come down. Come down, bring your mat back to the center of the floor, away from the wall. Away from the wall. Okay. Now, fingertips are still wide. Again, for the camel. Ustrasana. Roll the shoulders back, and this we've done many times. You're not coming into full camel yet. Okay? So roll the shoulders back. Hands clasped together. Pretend there's a wall in front of you. Start from the hip. Push the hip forward. Pretend there's a wall in front of you. Micro bend. Roll the shoulders back. Hips are forward. Almost like the hips are beyond the level of your knees. Right? So hips are moving forward, shoulders are moving back. Good. Come back. Come back. Let me know if anyone is feeling a tightness on the tailbone or pain in the tailbone. Who is feeling, raise your hand if you are feeling a tightness on the tailbone. Yeah. But Satya, were you feeling it when you were against the wall? Yeah. Then you go against the wall. Then go against the wall. Yeah. Which means, again, if on the wall you were fine and here you're not fine, it means, again, you are sinking back and hinging on that spine. But with the wall, what happens is your thighs and your hips have to work. You have to constantly focus on, on going forward. And as a result, you don't focus so much on the back bend. Without the wall, you're just bending back. Okay, which does strain the back. It does strain the back. So go back to the wall and we'll continue. No, the others don't. Like whoever is not feeling any pain, you stay. If you feel pain, if you feel even a little bit of a twinge on the back, then you go to the wall, which is totally fine. Okay? But before we do this again, let's go into the downward dog. Place your hands on the floor, wide apart, feet wide apart. Extend the legs, extend the hip up. Push the tailbone up. Release. Good. And then again, knees on the floor. Top of the feet on the floor. Now, Satya, you go against the wall. Everybody else, fingers like thumbs on the tailbone. Feel the flesh of your buttocks. Push that flesh down. Okay, so it's not just holding that tailbone, but you're also feeling that buttock flesh and pushing the flesh down as you sink back. Imagine that you're pulling your chest away from your hips. You're lengthening your abdominal muscles. That's all you're doing right now. You're not bending back for camel. Good. Come up. Back to downward dog. Back to downward dog. Ranjita, more space between hands and your feet. Your downward dog is very small. Good, Satya. Satya, push the tailbone further up. Yes, use your thighs. Your thighs are like sleeping. Tighten them. Yes, tighten them back, not necessarily pushing the heels on the floor. Good. Okay, everybody come up. Now full camel. If you guys, you can choose. Place your toes on the floor so that the heels are up. Go into the camel that way. Or place the feet, metatarsals on the floor and go into camel that way. Whatever you want. I want you to focus only on the chest opening, not on bending back. The posture has to come from the upper body. Lift up. Lift the upper body up. And then you go back. Okay? See, the hips will still keep coming forward. They'll still keep touching that imaginary wall. Open the shoulders. Open the chest. Yeah. So start. Practice. Yes. Good, Monica. Yeah. Focus on your chest. Yes. It's that the hip and the shoulders are moving away from each other. Very nice. Good, guys. Come up. Come up. And go into your downward dog now. Very nice. Push the tailbone up. Roll the thighs in. Now you're going to tighten the thighs. Really tightening the thighs. And then step forward, Uttanasana. Yeah. See how it feels. See if you can place your entire palm on the floor. Maybe just the fingers on the floor. Tighten the thighs. Push the thighs back. Bring the chest forward. Bring the belly button forward. Again, go back into your downward dog. Good. Knees on the floor. Now those of you who have a bolster, go ahead and get a bolster. If you don't have a bolster, that's also fine. But if you have one, that's great. Go ahead and bring it. And place it horizontally on the mat. Yeah. So I'll demonstrate without the bolster because some of you don't have a bolster also. Okay. Now, I'll do it this way. So you're going to bring the right leg forward and go into your pigeon pose on the floor. Right leg comes forward. And you sink down. Yes. Sink down. So, yeah, so the right leg goes to the left side and you're in pigeon posture. Notice the ease with which you're able to sink down. There's an ease in this posture now because you've opened the chest, because you've done a bunch of back bends. You're rolling the left thigh in. So the back knee is actually on the floor. Yeah, facing the floor. Keep the chest open. Push the right knee down. So don't allow the right leg to just sleep. It is open, like it is working and strong. Good. Release. Go to the other side. So now I'm going to demonstrate on the left side. Yeah, bring the left leg. Bend the left leg and then the right knee goes back. Again, note the difference. What is the difference between the two sides? One side you might feel tightness and on the other side you might feel relief. You just have to see. You have to work with both sides. The tightness can be for many reasons. It could be glutes, it could be lower back, it could be many things. Hamstrings. Okay, good. Now go back to the right side. Yeah. Satya, you can point the back toe, the left toes out. You can point them out, yes. Now, bend the left leg, bring that leg in. Try to keep the hips square. So you don't want to lean on the right side. You're keeping the hips square. And you're pulling this leg closer to you, as close as you can. Use a belt if you need. Use your belt if you need it. Yes, feel that tightness. And make friends with that tightness. Where is the tightness? Why is it there? Where is it stretching? Where is it? What is the limitation? All of that you need to know. You need to ask. Good. Release. Now come to the left. And again, bend your right leg and bring that leg closer. Yes. Satya, bring the thighs on the floor. You're leaning to the left side. Don't lean on your left hand. Can you just lift the left hand up? Yeah. So don't lean on it, yeah. Good. Release. Now take your belt. Take your belt. And bring the right leg forward again. Left leg goes back. Yeah, get a good base. So, you really want the back leg to stretch out properly. Good. Now, the belt might still be in that loop, right? If it's not, that's also fine. You can still use a belt like this. But if it's in that loop, go ahead and put that loop around your foot and then hold the belt with both hands. Hold the belt with both hands. Extend the elbows up. Don't think that your hands have to pull that leg back to you. Think that the hands have to go back to reach the toes. Elbows are up. Ranjita, you have to bend your elbows. It's not the straight thing. You have to bend your elbows. You have to bend the elbows and hold the belt behind your back. Yes, good, good Satya. Good Nidhi. Good, everybody's doing it well. Nice, good. Release. Release. Now the same thing on the other side. Yes. Now again, take that belt around your foot. And reach up. Reach back. Use all that openness which exists in the shoulders, on the shoulder blades, and allow the hands to lift up. Elbows are lifting up. Yeah. Good. Release. Release. Put the belt aside. Come into your downward dog. Come into the downward dog. Feet wide apart, hands wide apart. Lift the hips up. Push the tailbone back. Open the shoulders. Tighten the thighs. Satya, lift the thighs up. Satya, you can lift the heels up also. Can you lift the heels up? Now, can you push your thighs back without pushing the heels down? Lift the heels up. Further up, Satya. Yes, like that. Come on your toes. Now push the tailbone back. Tighten the thighs. Yes, yes, like that. Good. Stay. Stay. Good. Knees on the floor. Child's pose. Child's pose. Relax. Good. Now, lie down on the floor. If you have something soft for your head or if you have a block for your head, go ahead, use it. And keep your belt close to you. Grab the belt. Extend the right leg up. Use the belt to hold it straight. Now notice the relief that you may feel on the tailbone, on the lower back. But keep this leg up. Yes, keep pushing this, the belt up with your foot. Keep tightening that right thigh and pushing the thigh muscles close to your hamstrings. That's how you get a straight back. That's how you get a straight leg. Now, left leg up, right leg down. So we've done a bunch of back bending today. And after you do that, it's important to do this, because you need to give rest to the back muscles, and this is a great way to do that. So your leg is not at 90 degrees, it's too close to you. So bring it, back to 90 degrees. When the leg in this posture is at 90 degrees, then you're able to push the hip down more effectively. Okay? So that's why we encourage that you bring it to 90 degrees to relax the hip, and closer to you when it's just about the stretch. Now, right leg up again. Left leg down. And then stretch the left foot out on the floor. Left leg out on the floor. And still try to keep the legs at 90 degrees. Tighten the thighs, not the knees. Don't harden the knee, but use the thigh muscles. Tighten the thigh muscles, push them back, bring the toes down closer to you. Now lift the left leg up, right leg down. Now slowly straighten the right leg. The muscles progressively open and they progressively relax. Now take the leg up, both legs up. Now place the feet on the floor, put the belt aside, extend the legs out and go into your Shavasana. Satya, you can use something under your knees. To give further rest to the back, use something under your knees. Everybody else, relax. Feel your body heavy on the floor. And again, take your awareness to the shoulders. Adjust the shoulders that you still feel a lightness on the shoulders. So that you still feel that sense of relaxation on the shoulders. Your shoulders right now, your shoulder blades right now might be very quiet. In the sense that you may not feel any blood flow to them, you may not feel any tightness on them, no tingling sensation. But there's a quietness there, which also promotes relaxation. Scan the rest of the body and see where you feel the quietness. Maybe your groin is very quiet. Maybe your lower back is quiet. Where do you feel that sense of calmness and stillness? Gently bring your awareness back into your own body. Move your fingers and your toes. Move your face from side to side. Then turn to the right. With your left hand, bring yourself up to any comfortable seated meditative asana. Sit with your back straight, your shoulders relaxed, your eyes closed. Here again, scan your body, particularly the shoulders, the shoulder blades, the back of the neck, sides of the neck, tailbone, hips, groin. There should be a sensation of quietness everywhere. Now bring your hands together in the Namaskar Mudra. Start rubbing your hands together and place them on your closed eyelids. Rub your hands across your face and with a few blinks, open your eyes. Thank you. In case anyone has any questions, I'm going to unmute everybody. Does anyone have any questions? Yes, Raji.
When you are doing the RAJKAPOTASANA, when you are pulling the leg up, the hips are squared, but when you try to pull the leg up, little bit the squaring goes. But when you pull the leg up, it is again coming back. Is that okay or?
I'm sorry, then when you again, what did you say? Sorry.
When you are in this posture, when you pull the leg up, little bit the squaring goes for a toss. Right? When you are turning and pulling the leg up.
Yeah, yeah.
Pull, then I am able to square.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Eventually with practice it'll go away. Like eventually you'll just be able to pull it up without, you know, that going away. So that's fine. You just have to work on that. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Okay. So I will see you guys on on Friday. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks guys. Bye.
Yes.